Hi guys, it's Maddie from Sacred Space Revolution. I am so excited to share with you. We have one of the most positive, joyful, abundant days of the year, astrologically speaking, coming this very weekend, November 24th, 2019. So I'm going to walk you through what this is and how we can take advantage of it. So what's happening on this day? Astrology mumbo jumbo. This is when Venus is at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, and it's going to be exactly conjunct, which means like hanging out next to, having fun, smooching, Jupiter, which is also at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. This is going to be happening exactly at 8:24 a.m. November 24th, but it's going to really be in effect all weekend, and I am so hyper and stoked about this. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Okay, so what does this mean? I'm going to walk you through some things that are going to help you just align your actions or setting some intentions around how to harness and work with this really potent energy. So, I'm so excited. I have to take a deep breath. So, Jupiter is in its home sign of Sagittarius, and it's actually been there for the past 13 months, and it's just finishing out its last few days there. And it's now conjunct this planet sitting next to, illuminating, hanging out with Venus, the planet of love, beauty, relationships, finances, money. And we know Jupiter is about expansion, amplification, abundance, adventure. So like these two planets hanging out is super juicy. It's super fun. It's super positive. And what these two things feel like together to me is a huge expansion, a huge upgrade in, of course, my favorite, divine feminine energy. I mean, that's what it is. Venus plus Jupiter. So we're looking at taking some time to reflect. First of all, what are you learning about yourself right now? How can you receive more in your life? What are your belief systems about yourself? What's been maybe shifting? What are you upgrading? And this is going to be a weekend that's going to be a celebration of your soul, a celebration of your sacred self, and really having a love for self that's going to show up during this conjunction, that's going to rock your world if you make space for it, if you can just make space to receive it. And it's almost like you have your auric field around you. Bear with me for a minute. Close your eyes. Imagine around you there's a bubble of energy. It's all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all of your emotions get processed here. It's like this weekend the universe is going bam and giving you an injection of like hot pink neon holographic beautiful energy. So it's going to be electrified, invigorated, amplified in a way that it never has before, and you're going to feel self-acceptance, love, worthiness, self-value in ways that you may have never before, and the world around you is going to directly react to that. So if you've been struggling or stumbling, we had Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, we've had some tough astrology lately, this is your moment. This is your like quote unquote finish line, or like a beautiful dessert after a hard day. This is something to just let this energy embrace you warmly. Let yourself soak in this energy, and really I encourage you to make space to receive it and accept it. Okay, so from there, this energy is going to begin to physically manifest into the world around you, because we all know it all starts with our energy first. Our world is just a direct reflection of our internal energy. So this is a beautiful day to set an intention of, if my internal energy field is getting its upgrade, my worthiness is increasing, my beauty is increasing, my love of self is increasing, how do I want that to affect my outside world, right? And I also want you to make some time this weekend to really think about your journey from the past 12 years. I know. What? My 12-year journey has been like lifetimes upon lifetimes. Why 12 years? I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But for now, I want you to think about, in the last 12 years, what have you faced? What have you learned about yourself? What have you overcome? What have you healed? What have you taught others? This is a very uplifting energy. It's like the end scene in a movie, a montage. We're all like, your spirit guides and the universe is kind of clapping at you, looking at what you've done, especially if you've been on a spiritually aligned path to learn and grow and shed and kind of step into a fuller version of you. And you're gonna really feel that this weekend, because like I said, Sag is about expanding. Sag is always ready for more. Sag is always ready to do more, have more adventures, think bigger, think broader. So you can really expect a real resurgence of motivation, inspiration, and a real clarity of your personal vision for this next chapter this weekend. Okay, so what makes this day even more special, and this is where things get a little crazy, guys, like if Venus and Jupiter weren't enough, we also have all of this is happening right after we had this galactic center moment happen this past week on Wednesday. But the galactic center energy is still affecting us. What is this? This is where, like, put on your alien cap. We're going into like black hole quantum physics world. But the galactic center is what scientists say is the rotational center of the Milky Way. And Jupiter and Venus were just like right up against it. So imagine all that planet energy that I just talked about, but now being up in the middle of human consciousness. Like, the galactic center is like a cosmic antenna from the universe to us. It's, I think, some of the most divine, big energy I can think of. So this is like, shit is getting real, guys. So it's honestly this ability for us all to have a huge upgrade in terms of divine intelligence, of like thinking we know something or struggling to grasp concepts, and after now we can just know them, we can embody them, we can remember. It doesn't have to feel like something that's outside of us, like there's this concept of God or perfection or divinity that's outside of us. We can start to realize that it's just within us. So yeah, we could be open to downloads, upgrades. You might have even felt this past Wednesday like very tired or called to rest or called to integrate, be in nature. That's because it was like we opened up a portal with this energy, and now we're integrating it, and now we get to play in this cosmic pink bubble bath this weekend with Jupiter and Venus entering the party. So like I said, this has all been going on. Are we having fun yet? Like, are we freaking out yet? So I mentioned before that we're going to reflect on the past 12 years, and you might be asking, why 12 years, Maddie? That's because the last time there was this transit, this conjunction, was 12 years ago. So it was in 2007. That also had some like Pluto stuff in the mix, so that was a little bit more about like purging and getting rid of stuff, whereas this time we have it with Venus, so it's a lot more lovely and enjoyable for us. So this transit happened 12 years ago, so I want you to make time this weekend, like a party you're throwing yourself, when I want you to think about what has changed in your body, in your soul, in your brain. What are the things that you've overcome? What are the maybe ancestral patterns you've broke? What are the ways you've taken your power back? What are the unhealthy, toxic relationships you've left? What are the, just self-discipline you've brought into your life, the creativity you've let flow, the inner child healing, the reparenting? Like, what has this looked like to you? And I want you to do all of this, like I said, soul celebration. Get yourself a party hat. Do like a ceremony. I want you to really reflect on this and celebrate it. This whole weekend is about loving yourself for all that you've done, all of your personal revolutions and rebirths, and acknowledging the gift that you have, that you've given yourself, all this wisdom that you've attained, right? And that's Sag wisdom, but like wisdom that you might have gained through some really hard work and some trials and tribulations, and maybe you have some battle wounds and scars, but that's okay, because you're whole and you're perfect and you've arrived here to this moment. So yeah, we have all of this. December 2nd, Jupiter goes into Capricorn. It's going to shift the energy. So I want you to enjoy this weekend, this cosmic pink bubble bath. I keep calling it that, but that's what I picture in my mind. Soak in it, heal in it, celebrate, splash, let it integrate into your auric field. yeah, set some intentions around maybe planning some travel, enroll in that online course you've been thinking about, or maybe just go try exploring somewhere new. You might feel a little restless. That's good. Follow your intuition. Like I said, this is going to be about expansion, especially around love, relationships, and finances. So where your intuition's making you feel restless, you might go somewhere and you might find something that expands one of those three areas, or maybe all of them. So yeah, this is just going to be a beautiful gift in understanding how you relate and create with others. So enjoy it and let that energy support you. So this whole moment, this whole weekend is just a chance to really celebrate you and your journey, and just make time, like I said, celebrate whatever that looks like to you. Spending time in nature, journaling, treating yourself to something. Where do you want to go next? Like, you're full, your battery pack is full, your aura is hot pink, neon, and sexy. Thinking about letting your vision get even higher now. That's Jupiter and Sag energy. It's like pulling our vision up even to the next level, maybe even a little bit, so big it even like scares us a little bit, but we're so supported, we're so held. So make time to honor your most sacred self, that soul self, that side of you that's infinite. And if you want to find out where this expansion, encouragement, generosity is coming into your chart, you can look at where you have 28 degrees Sagittarius in your chart. So that house is going to be the realm where you're going to get a big benevolent bear hug from Jupiter, and some gifts and some funky cool stuff's going to be coming your way in that house. So you can just pull your chart up. Astro.com is a great free resource, and look at where you have 28 degrees of Sag, and that'll tell you where your specific cosmic mystical gift from the universe is going to be. So I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to make sure that we are aware of this going on so that we could all take advantage of it. As you could tell, I'm like super hyped. I'm super stoked. It's been a long day, but I had to hop on and make this video for you guys. So make the most of it. If you like this video, subscribe, share with a friend that you think needs to know this, one of your other astro nerd friends, and drop a comment below if you looked up where your 20 degrees of Sag is. I would love to hear about what house it's affecting you in, or anything else that you took from this video that sounded juicy. So like, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll put all the links to my website and social below, but just enjoy this beautiful, bountiful, sparkly, sexy energy coming your way this weekend.